So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
Gay.
The trans developer Corinne Bruce is leaving BioWare. I knew it would happen, but not this fast. Maybe I'm losing the edge. You know, maybe, much like my PC, I'm rapidly losing the will to live. And gaming, being in the sorry state that it's in, certainly isn't helping. BioWare went from being a developer you respected to a company you wonder how's it still in business, much like Darkside Phil.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Tell you right now, don't ever ask me to play that game ever again. That everyone who ever asked for it will get an insta-ban.
You think after the monumental failure of Mass Effect Andromeda, followed by Anthem, Andrew Wilson would have set the entire studio on fire himself while grinning mischievously like Homelander as he gave himself another raise. Granted, EA did merge BioWare Montreal into Motion Studios because Andromeda was the video game equivalent of being Dutch ovened.
Oh, cut the camera.
Ironically, the director of that game went on to make his own studio.
Ex-Mass Effect director's new sci-fi game cancels. Studio shuts down.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It was clear from Veilguard's first week of sales that BioWare had indeed did the hat trick. 3 trash releases in a row. But in typical fashion, the game's media tried to spin this into an absolute triumph, till it went from complete victory to full Chris Chan levels of copium.
Cranny Bush is the ruler of RPGs?
What?
Is the ruler of RPGs, conqueror of haters. The director of Dragon Age brings her personal journey to life in her games, with a rich, messy tapestry of love, life, and romance.
I can't believe I have to read this. This interview is a massive fluff piece that pretty much confirms what we all knew about Dragon Age Veilguard. It was taken over by Tumblr fanfiction writers.
Fan-created works have flourished for nearly 2 decades. The Fanfic Archive website, Archive of Our Own, even has 13,000 entries for Dragon Age Origins alone. That idea of player agency and identity is the very bedrock of Dragon Age is built in.
Yeah, you decided to pursue these 13,000 gooners.
As such, Dragon Age has always been incredibly progressive. Origins liberally featured queer romances, and Inquisition, the 3rd game in the series, has a whole plotline about a major side character being transgendered. This allowed the series to explore themes of identity and belonging in ways other RPGs can't, and Veilguard certainly sticks to that idea.
Can you imagine how many lives this is going to be saving?
And how did it work out for him?
I'm an openly queer trans woman. It's shaped everything about who I am. It's been the source of a lot of joy and a lot of difficulty and perspective for me personally. One of the greatest gifts about being trans is the amount of introspection it forces upon you. You spend a lot of time deeply examining who you are and why that matters.
In the book The 5 Rings by Miyamoto Musashi, I recall him saying, "Think little of yourself and deeply of the world." Well, what does he know, right? I've got my trans necessity. Still simple trans necessity. Okay.
Not funny at all.
Needless to say, after all of this mind-numbing triumph, joy, and can you imagine how many lives this is saving? Things started to take a turn for the worse.
Wow, what a waste. The poor children.
Dragon Age of Veilguard was never going to live up to hype, Dev says. Dragon Age of Veilguard devs reflect on game's release, says they're quite proud of the critical reception, but admit sales are struggling.
Almost as if, critics don't really matter, huh?
After years of holding out hope in 2024 was the year I finally gave up on BioWare. That's after PC Gamer told us it was good.
David Gaffey. I think this dude worked on video games a long time ago.
Did YouTube's grifters kill Dragon Age? I think so. I mean, EA should have seen it coming and been ready. But yeah, I think if they didn't pull the trigger on this title, they sure as shit loaded the gun. Asshole.
Jump to conclusions.
Anyway, Smash JT broke the story, but since he's a hateful bigot, the game's media gave the credit to some other game journalist. I don't know who the hell he is.
Exclusive Karini Brush out at BioWare. Edmonton studio closure loom. Okay, hard to believe I'm writing these words, but here goes. It's time for me to say goodbye. Today is my last day at BioWare and EA. After so much contemplation, I've decided to pursue a new challenge and a new project. Doing what I love most, making RPGs.
I couldn't tell from the game, but you know, that's just my opinion.
It wasn't an easy decision, as I mean it when I say I love BioWare. The Dragon Age team, and what we've all accomplished together. My time with you all has been the highlight of my career.
You accomplished burying one of the most popular IPs in recent years. Bravissimo.
She is stunning and brave.
I want to offer my personal thanks to each of you for your trust, your companionship, and for the many ways in which you've inspired me, helped me grow, blah, blah, blah.
Fill out your resume now and look for another job. That's my advice. The little developer that could took to Twitter and shared some more insight. Oh, this isn't Twitter, this is Blue Sky, of course.
Suppose you've heard. Yes, I've made the decision to leave BioWare. I want to encourage everyone not to read too much into it. This was my decision so I could continue making the kind of RPGs you/we enjoy.
Who are these people? The game isn't selling. People love it. It's total Dark Side Phil energy.
Thank you for your outpouring of love and support. You mean the world to me. Merry Christmas. Thank you for entrusting me with our dear Dragon Age.
Whoever entrusted you with it is a fool, and they deserve to lose their job. I lost my job at Wendy's for so much less. I was like, I'm sick today, boss. And he's like, yeah, well, I'm sick of you. You're gone.
It's been an honor to steward the franchise and to play a part to ensuring its continuance. Really? Biggest of shout-outs to the wonderful...
Man, I'm not even bothering with that name.
Without whom I don't know if I have fortitude. So extremely excited to see what BioWare does with Mass Effect.
So am I.
And trust that I'll be rooting for them the whole time.
Judging by how the last 3 projects for BioWare have all failed miserably, I don't think you're making games people enjoy. Call me crazy. Ultimately, our great directing leader's departure is a sign of the end of BioWare. The memes speak for themselves.
Destroy entire franchise, leaves.
Where's the lie? As a longtime Dragon Age fan, the Veilguard turned me so far off it wasn't even funny. I just want to escape from reality, be a hero somewhere, make decisions that matter. But game devs today feel like it's their job to preach to you and educate you. It's the gay schoolhouse rock.
Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
I got pronouns in HRT.
Oh, will someone please stop him?
Corinne injected trans ideology in a dark fantasy game about demons, gods, dragons, and now chest scars.
Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there.
Most of you watching are gonna go, the f is that? That's what you deserve. This is who I am. A clown!
Yes, Dragon Age was always progressive, but by the 3rd installment, the pendulum swung hard from fantasy video game with romance choices to representation. As we rapidly head towards a game industry crash, we are being led there one progressive brick at a time. When I think of conservative games like Alex Jones's video game where he's running around and shooting stuff, I wasn't able to be truly annoyed by its existence because the media didn't push it in my face. But with Dragon Age, the game's media went out of its way to shove it down your throat, tell you it was the greatest thing ever, it was damn near a perfect game, if you didn't like it, you were a bigot. The gaming industry as a whole needs to remember the wise words of Tyler Durden. We cook your meals, we haul your trash, we connect your calls, we drive your ambulances, we guard you while you sleep.